And will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To try again after the sack, Mayfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Third and long for Mayfield. And he's going to have to hook up to Scott. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. On first down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Finds a seam inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 27, Mayfield hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game. Touchdown, Bears! Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dwayne Smoot. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Dillon, they tried the left side with him. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the left side with Dillon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Boston Scott, his first carry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jabril Cox brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now it's Lockett. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll just get rid of it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. So we reach, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he wisely will throw that one away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Dillon a first down and more. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And it's caught. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, here's Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throw left side complete to Scott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing, Mayfield. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now they got to get to the line quickly. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the... And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 2nd and inches, Hurts. Being chased out left. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week